Okay, aguanta la. No, wait. Okay. Suéltalo. No, we gotta put it. Hey, vente para acá. Ahí, ahí. Espérense, güey.
Hey guys, so I'm filming today's video from someone else's garden, and this is the garden I've been working on for a couple of months now. There's actually a video that I posted back in February where I was talking about this garden's site inventory and site analysis. And since then I came up with a number of garden design options which I discussed with Becky and Bob, and we actually settled on one option. But before I show you the options, I just wanted to talk about the space a little bit and Becky and Bob. So as you can see, this space is quite small. It is surrounded with a white vinyl fence. There is privacy that was needed, and we already planted some trees a couple of weeks ago. These are hornbeams, and it's a fastigiate variety, so they grow tall and narrow, but they will eventually meet and provide a lot of privacy for Becky and Bob from the neighboring house. And we actually planted some more trees, which I will show you later. Also, Becky and Bob wanted to keep as much lawn as possible because they have a young and active dog. So we're going to try to do that. And they wanted to have as many flowers as possible, all different varieties, and more like a cottage look. However, Bob has bee allergies, so I have to do my research and come up with a list of plants that are beautiful but also do not attract as many pollinators. So what I'm going to do next is show you the options that I came up with, and then I will show you the actual layout of the patio. So in a couple of first options, I actually have a seating area right by the solar panel here, and kind of not far from the air conditioner, and that became a problem later on. But basically the sitting area is right here, the walkway from the gate is here, and I use these stepping stones. And if you play piano, you probably recognize they look like piano keys. The owners are musicians, so I thought that was kind of cute. I have some vine growing up the garage. The screen is on the solar panel, and everything else is plantings. The second setup is kind of the same as a functional diagram goes. So the seating area is here, but the design is more curvilinear. And I just want to show you, it's the same space, but you can see how different it can look if you are using different lines. So there is a big lawn area for the dog to play. There is a screen on the garage, some sort of screen on the solar panel, a water feature. And these options here, this is more of a circular option. It's a larger patio, and it's moved away further from air conditioning because as we're talking, air conditioning does make quite a bit of noise, so you want to be a little bit further from it. So if you exit the house, you are in this larger patio area. There is smaller lawn areas for the dog, and that was the thing. Versus placing the seating area here, then you get this larger lawn area for the dog. But if you place in the seating area right in the middle, you cut the lawn in two parts, which is not terrible, but it's just something to consider. And then this is a rectangular option, and rectangular options are definitely easier to design than curvilinear or circular. But there are also multiple ways you can do this. So you enter here, there's a lawn area here, there's a lawn area on this side. The seating area has a pergola, which is attached to the house. There's another version that I'll show you where it's somewhere else. There's another seating area right here and a water feature. So this is the second option where seating area is also in the middle. Lawns are here, but the pergola moves away from the house because they felt like it was going to cover the light and kind of obstruct the view, so we decided to move it here. The grill is here, and in the end, this, which looks like a more simpler version, actually won, because I think it is very flexible. There's a pretty decent sized patio area. Sorry, I'm moving this around. And all of the green things that you see over here, all of those are plantings. It's not just like clipped hedges or boxes or anything. It could be hydrangeas, beautiful perennial gardens. So this is what I'm going to work on next. Now, before we plant the rest of the garden, we're going to install the patio first. And you do that because the building of the patio requires moving of soil and hard materials, and you don't want to damage your plants while you do that. And the only reason why we planted the trees, the red buds and the hornbeams, is because they are out of the way of the construction, and I really wanted to have them put in and start establishing and putting on some bulk, so by the time this garden is finished, they already, have grown a little bit. And that is definitely a great move. If you can put in the trees first, you should do that. So as you're working on your garden, they're already growing and maturing. So the areas under the trees, so all of the areas next to the fence, will be planted with shrubs and perennials. I'm still working on the plant list, and it will be a fun one because this garden is actually quite sunny, so there's going to be a lot of colorful things. Again, I have to be mindful of the bee allergy that Bob has. And the fence, which Bob and Becky are not big fans of, and neither am I, we're thinking about planting some sort of vine and maybe some hedging. If I were to plant a vine, it probably could be climbing hydrangea or something like that. Alright, you guys, this is it for today's video, and I will definitely keep you updated on any progress in this garden. I think it's going to be so much fun, especially when we start putting together all of the plantings with the shrubs and the perennials, because this space does have a lot of sun and you can plant a lot of colorful perennials. But I hope you learned something new in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.